Good morning. Welcome to Smarter Options. Today we're going to go over our custom indicators that we have available for our members, made by our own daily breakouts. All right, let's get started here. So real quick, when we share our indicators with you, what you'll do is you'll go to indicators, invite only scripts, and once you're invite only scripts, you will then select the two indicators given to you by daily breakouts. In order for us to do that, please check the instructions, but you need to send your TradingView username to our bot, and that will let us know who to share these with. They will be available at no cost to our quarterly and above members. Okay. So let's just dive in here. So a couple different things to this, which hang on real quick. I'm going to pull up Daily Breakouts message to me just to go over everything. Make sure I don't forget anything here. Okay, so they do buy and sell signals. There's momentum alerts, consolidations, price targets and stop loss, market analysis, trend analysis, pattern analysis, resistance and support, and then market squeeze. Okay, this is his squeeze indicator, which really it just shows you if it's crossing up like this or gets a crossover. It works similar to the MACD. It's just a little bit more. It works just a little bit differently. Okay, but the same thing you can see with crossovers, that it's reaching its peak and that you can expect a turn. That's simply the squeeze indicator. Okay, not a lot to that one. It's pretty easy, just crossovers. All right, the two indicators, which this will be changed. Right now it says testing, but the official name will be target levels, and then his daily breakouts momentum. Okay, what the momentum does is that gives you the buy and sell signals. So short, okay, long, and different things. Here is his, this shows you patterns. So this would be kind of like a bear trap right here is what it's showing. So it's showing that even though it pulled back, it was actually a bullish signal. Okay, same thing here. Bull trap right here. And then it's showing that it's actually a fake out and it was a reversal, or it was a continuation, right? Okay, that it is still bearish. When it is blue like this, that is showing consolidation areas. Okay, and then the last part to it, this is trend analysis. Okay, this is showing you trend on the 1, 5, 15, 30 hour, and it shows you whether it's trending down on those charts or it's trending upward. Here it's showing it's pulling back on the 1 and 5 minute chart, right? And that makes sense. We're on the 1 hour. If we go to the 5 minute, let it catch up here. So you can see it has been downtrending on the 1 and 5 minute. That makes sense. Shows you RSI, volume for the most recent candle, volatility, and then overall trend. Now we're on the 5 minute chart. These do currently agree, but this overall trend is looking at a summary view. Okay, so this may not always agree with the chart you're on. Currently does. So on the 5 minute chart, when there are no price targets, it has not broken a consolidation area to where it's going to give you levels yet. Okay, but let's just go to the 1 hour chart so we can see what it showed. So here, let me just show you what it looks like when it breaks out. Okay, so we'll go down to this area. We're going to rewind in time a little bit here. Wait for that to pull up. Okay, there it is. So here it was actually it was showing a short from 119. So I'd broken down right here. Okay, so your stop loss is 119.07. Okay, and when it came back up and hit it, it changed. Now right there on this breakout, so at first it was wrong, right? It saw this breakdown, but it instantly reversed. It hit the stop loss, and it rebroke out the other direction, so it flipped for you. So now it's showing you stop loss is still that 119.07, but it's showing long targets, 121, 123. Okay. These targets will change based on whatever time frame you're looking at. Okay. So this will work on the 5-minute chart. However, this will, on the 5-minute chart, you can get lots of misinformation. I just suggest doing swings on it. Look at the 1-hour chart with it. Okay. Most of you guys don't have time to look at the chart. I mean, like I said, 5-minute chart can change so much. The 1-hour chart should be good for swings. You know, it should last anywhere from 2 to 7 days. Okay, so let's just watch this here and see how it plays out. Let's hit price target 2. It hit price target 3 up there. And now so we've hit 3 price targets, okay? Actually hit up to 128. So it's actually hit long on it's hit price target 4 and 5 also. Now they uncheck because it's pulled back down, but you know, when it was right here, it actually hit all those price targets. So keep that in mind. You could have 5 trim levels there. But I've been watching this thing. It works pretty well. What his bot is looking for is consolidation zones and then breakouts, okay? The zones can last different lengths of time. So here, just because this is blue just this little bit does not mean that it's only looking at those few hours, okay? What it's showing you is this is the consolidation zone. So it's looking for a break out of that area, okay? So really it's going back probably the 17th here to the 24th. So I mean, it was on the hour chart, it was considering this consolidation for a long time, 5 days. Okay. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. If I missed anything, pretty simple to use though, right? And you can check in on this anytime. You can go check in on a chart and see what it says. So let's just look at Amazon real quick. Oh, I was talking to a beer this morning. We were chatting about Amazon. There is a $3,700, $2.8 million, $3,700 call that was bought. And then there's a big dark pool sell order in for $37.59. Okay. So we were just chatting about it because it makes sense. So somebody thinks that you're going to get like a cup and handle like pattern, or maybe even a double top pattern. That could be too. Maybe they think it's going to go like this afterwards. But at the very least, they see it hitting the previous high. Okay. So someone has bought a $3,700 call. They're looking for this to come up, and then they have a dark pool sell order in for $37.59, which is right below the previous high. Okay. But let's just delete all this real quick. Okay. Okay. 1 second while it reloads. Come on. We'll rewind here to right here. There it goes. Okay. So right here, it's in that consolidation zone. So currently it has no price targets. There. It broke out right here. And so it gave you, back on this candle, gave you a stop loss of $35.50. Okay. Which when it broke out, it was already $3 above that. All right. But it's going back to looking at the beginning of this candle. Or actually, it might be looking at the bottom of it's probably looking more towards the bottom of the 35.50. Where's that at? 35.50 right here. Yeah, it's looking more towards the beginning of this candle. Okay. But so you took it on this candle, And now you have price targets 3602, 3627, 3653, right? So let's just finish watching how this plays out. Hit 3 price targets, 4, 5, and there hit all 6 price targets. And notice what this is looking at is the different levels based on its previous support and resistance ranges. And that is why as soon as it hit price target 6 there at 37, actually it hit a little bit above that, it hit 37.62, but it hit all 6 price targets. Okay, now that happened in one day. That's on the hour chart. Let's just go look at the 2-hour chart. Bear trap right here identified. Okay, so on the 2-hour chart, it's showing a breakout, that same breakout, and it hit up to 37.60. So really it hit the first 2 price targets, but it's still showing as long. Its stop is 33.76, which actually, so I guess this is taking it way back. 33.76. Okay, so it actually took this back here off of this breakout right here. Okay. So this is on the 2-hour chart, it took an entry out of this breakout and it's still been playing. So this is still well in its range. Okay, like I said, we can rewind and look, but I'm sure it took it out of this consolidation zone. Okay. Anyway, that's how his bot works. Shows you targets. This is the momentum bot. It's just showing you. So this is saying that it broke and had movement down. Now, almost every time, if you took a call or if you took a short right here, almost every time it goes back and touches and needs to hit resistance. Okay, because it's detecting that on a break, but it needs to go back and verify that it broke support, retest for resistance, and then it would continue lower. Here it broke it again, but failed on the retest. Okay, and it went lower. Here was a long, came back and touched support, so it broke through this, came back and touched, which held, and then kept going. Okay, then got weak, short, came back up and retested, verified resistance, came back lower. So that's how you use the momentum. It's just I wouldn't use the momentum alone. Okay, if you just took a long every time it did that, you need to, whenever it says a long or short signal, you need to wait for a retest of resistance or support, and then that either needs to hold as a resistance or it needs to hold as a support. If it fails, okay, then that's not a good time to take it. All right. You guys have any questions, hit me up in chat. And we'll talk to you guys later.